Hello! You, watching this video. Yes, you. Well, assuming you're from France, you seem like an excellent candidate for the French National Army. Join our army! And also enjoy this production brought to you by Brooke, Michelle Downey, Callan, Olivia, and Quinn Marchetti from D Block. Where to even begin? Well, it seems that it all started during the Industrial Revolution. What started as a way to mass-produce textiles has spiraled into so much more. It now seems that this Industrial Revolution was just a gateway for more inventions and advancements that led us from steel to train tracks to trains to cars and now to cannons and guns. But having weapons doesn't mean that we should all just use them. There is so much more to the army than that. We are all living in this country that is somewhat at risk in this very moment. We cannot predict when our traditional rivals or our new rivals will try to attack us. There is no way of knowing what our enemies are capable and willing to do to our country. They can hurt our land, our people, our neighbors, our families, and we need to be able to fight back. We cannot let them take advantage of us. Our traditional rival is Britain. There has been tension between France and Britain for nearly 1,000 years now. Will Britain ever back down from this rivalry? It seems like there's no way of knowing. Although we are aligned through the Triple Entente, they are not to be fully or completely trusted. Most recently, we have found ourselves rivaled with Germany. The Franco-Prussian War very clearly proved that we must keep an eye out on Germany. They are not to be trusted at this point. They used France like a pawn in their game of getting Germany unified as one country. In no way did we ask for this to be sprung upon us, but it just was, as we were the innocent victims in this case. Moving forward, all we can truly do is build the strength of our military on the inside. We cannot control what these threats can do from the outside, but we know that they're there, so we must strengthen our military now. And that is where you come into play. We need you desperately to help us strengthen our army. We need you to help our citizens feel like they are safe, even though these horrible countries like Germany and Britain are still around. We need to redeem ourselves. France's past blunders cannot determine who we are as a country today. Join us and help us redeem ourselves.
We all remember the defeat we had in the Franco-Prussian War against the Germans. We suffered a great loss of land and pride. We lost the great land of Alsace-Lorraine, but since then we've continued to colonize in Africa. We must not let the Germans stop us. If Germany declares war with us, we will fight and prove that we are strong. We will gain back our pride. So show your patriotism for this great country and support the war. Support your country and want her to be the best she can be. We will not let this war end the same as the last. This time, we will succeed.
France has allies? Yeah. And it's so important to keep their trust and not to let them down in any way. Here's what you need to know about our allies.
With Russia as one of our most loyal allies, it is important we support them during the war. Our alliance with Russia, the Franco-Russia alliance, was what ended our diplomatic isolation after our defeat against the Germans in 1871. This alliance is strong and undermines Germany's power. We must support the Russians to keep Germany away from more military gains. As long as Germany's alliance with Austria-Hungary and Italy is intact, we must remain loyal to our own alliances so that the Germans cannot attain an undeserved victory once again. Additionally, we have a responsibility to the Triple Entente, an alliance between Britain, Russia, and ourselves, established in 1907 from the Franco-Russian alliance. The intimidation of this mighty agreement will discourage Germany and Austria-Hungary, but only if there are soldiers ready to defend our nation.
Are you wondering if you can have fun if you join the French National Army? Will you ever be able to enjoy yourself? Just wait, you'll see. War can be a great time. You can have fun. Take a look at these lads having a great time together at war. Each with a new lease on life, no longer worrying about the little issues at home, leaving all their problems behind them.
Do you want to be able to live in a cabin in the forest? Do you want to enjoy fun games with your friends at the end of each day? If so, join the military. Your house will be in the middle of the woods. At the end of the day, you'll enjoy a leisurely time with your comrades, having fun and playing games, just like these soldiers playing bowling and croquet.
Is this what you want for our nation? A place of poverty and shame? Make a difference and join the French army. Become a hero. Make your family and country proud. Know that you have made a difference. Join the other happy and proud men of our nation at the front, and together we shall win this war.
Would you like to know some perks of joining the French National Army? Perks of joining the French National Army.
If you are a strong young man who has a desire to serve his country, and even if you are not, you should enlist to be a soldier in the French National Army. For one thing, people of all ages will admire you for your bravery and devotion to your country, because after all, no one likes a coward. Among those people admiring you will be beautiful girls who love to see a brave man in uniform serving his country. And if you don't want to come alone, the French Army understands. That is why we allow you to sign up with your friends. Because what better way to strengthen your friendship than to serve your country together? Another great reason to enlist is the food. The food in the Army is so great that it tastes just like one of your mother's or your wife's home-cooked meals. You'll be full for days after just one meal. Lastly, the most important of all, your return home. When you return home from the war, which shouldn't take long, everyone will celebrate your homecoming and cheer about how great and brave you were to enter into the war and serve your country. You will always be remembered as a man who helped change French history by fighting in the war. If any of these things sound good to you, then what are you waiting for? Head on down to your local enlisting station and sign yourself up to be a part of the great French National Army and help us defeat the Germans and end the war today.
If you don't want to sign up for yourself, sign up for your country. Help us preserve our land.
Imagine that with your service, you are not only protecting your fellow Frenchmen, you are protecting la culture française, or French culture, that has been sculpted to a perfection while the French have remained one of the world's most dominant powers. You are protecting hundreds of years of humanity in one of its most beautiful forms. You are protecting what makes Frenchmen unique, our awesome wine, our delectable cheeses, our mesmerizing art. This culture will all be preserved with the service you provide to our country.
What are you waiting for? Enlist today!